What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sidetrack series. My name is the Carter712, and I'm sure you see the rails sitting here going into the storage building. We've been doing a little bit of work here, as usual, on stream this week. So let's head on in here to the storage building and check out our armory that we've built this week. So we decided to bring a bunch of villagers up in here and have like actual working armor here in the storage base. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. We got a whole bunch of armor from our villagers down here on armor stands, and then we used a lot of the statues and our statues V2 book in order to display some of the swords and stuff that they have made, as well as having a nice little display here above the fire. Here in the fire, I decided to use some iron trap doors to make like a little shelf here that they can cook the iron and the gilded blackstone on that they're using to make their tools. And then over here they have a little fire stir, and then I used a tripwire hook on one of these armor stands with the tool rack option in order to make like a little hook so they can use that to grab these trays here and kind of pull them forward towards them. And then over on this side we have some shelves where they have diamonds and stuff sitting out that they're using to make the helmets and the boots that we have displayed here. A little fire dumpster here with a switch and iron trap door over it, that way they obviously can't hurt themselves and fall into our little cauldron of fire here. But it gives us a way to kind of dispose of some of the items that we were buying from these guys, because we had to buy a lot of like iron items from these guys to get them leveled up, so they're all master traders, and we are able to get all the tools and armor and everything that we need here on the series. But today I think what we're going to be doing is our second section over here. So we talked about doing this in our last episode, but over in this section here, I want to do a full-on brewing station. I want to have some clerics over here that are taking care of all of our nether wart, and then do a bunch of brewing stands and stuff like that to kind of make it look like they have their own kind of little dark arts section over here, where they're brewing up all the potions that we're going to need for fire resistance, night vision, all that stuff. And I think it's going to turn out really nice as long as we can do something similar to what we did over here for our armory. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments below, though. What do you guys think of the armory here? And definitely come check me out on Twitch next time at twitch.tv/thecarter712. I stream Monday through Wednesday from about 4:30 Central to 6:30 Central. And come check one out and get a little bit more of a behind the scenes on how we do all of our building here, and maybe even get a chance to help me out or name one of our mobs or something here in the Sidetrack series. So what do you say we get this episode kicked off with a short time lapse, and let's jump in and start building our brewing station. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed that time lapse. This little alchemy setup turned out way better than I imagined it was going to. I'm super happy with how this is looking so far. We got these really cool brewing stations that lead up, and I think I want to put some campfires kind of hidden up in there so it looks like the smoke from the brewing stand is going up through the glass and everything up there. And then we did this little water setup here where they can get all their water for their brewing. And then I put a piece of crying obsidian there, so it looks like they're kind of getting the effects of the crying obsidian in the water, and that's what's allowing them to brew all these different alchemies and potions and stuff. And I don't know if I used that word right, but you know what I'm talking about here. I'm super happy with how this turned out, though. There is still some other little things that we need to add. We need to go through with armor stands and stuff and add the little details like we did on the other side. But before we do that, we need to go grab some villagers and bring up our clerics. So what do you guys say? Let's jump into doing that next. All right, well, I got the rails all moved over here and ready to bring the villagers up. I have 2 mine carts because I think we're just going to do 2 clerics up here. I feel like these guys would be a little bit more reclusive and want to work in their alchemy lab over here a little bit more by themselves than being quite as populated as our armory over there. So we're just going to do 2 clerics up here, but I got 2 mine carts and 2 brewing stands. So we're good to go. So let's head on over to our temporary village breeder that we've been using, and let's get us some clerics. First, let's stop down at Father Frank's house though and grab some sugar cane, see how he's doing, because we need to make some rockets. We're running a little bit low here. Where are you at, Father Frank? You back here sleeping? Oh no, they're not home. Oh well, I guess we'll just grab some sugar cane and maybe we'll see him a bit later. All right, let's head on up to the village breeder and let's make ourselves a few clerics. Well, it looks like we have 2 villagers in here ready to go that we can bring on over to the storage building. We're going to place a minecart down here, a brewing stand next to it so he can grab his workstation. And do we have our boat over here to get him out? It's not looking like it. So we got to run back over to the storage building real quick. Good thing we made some rockets. Let's go grab ourselves a boat and then we'll come back and start making our clerics. So this villager breeder isn't exactly the best in the world. As you can see, we kind of had to break some of the building in order to get these guys out of here with the boat. But it was just made to be temporary when we were doing the trading hall down there. And we've kind of just kept it going as we've been moving more and more villagers down into the starter base down there. And it's worked fairly well, so I haven't had the need to really build a new one yet. We definitely will someday in the future when we want to do like a large trading hall. But this has been working for now. So we can just get one of these guys here into the boat. Just one of you, please. Will you go in the boat, sir? All right, we got one in the boat. And then if I can jump in, then we just got to boat this guy on out of here. Make sure that we stay on the planks and don't fall down onto the tilled land. Otherwise, we will not be able to get the boat out. And we can take this guy out and start making our first cleric. Oh, we got 2 in here. Oh, we got both of them that we actually need, though. So that's going to actually work. Let's see here. Can I... Maybe let's go grab one more boat real quick, actually, so we can put him in a boat while we're changing the other one to a cleric. That way he doesn't run off, and we should be good to go. All right, so let's just break these 2 guys out of here. You guys to jump out, and let's see. Can we get you each individually in your own boat? Maybe. Oh, is he going to go take the job? We got one cleric already. Where's our other boat? You go in there, sir. Thank you. And let's just grab this one. Actually, we might be able to just... Nope. No, come on, sir. What are you doing? So this guy, we need to get into the boat. Into the boat. Thank you. And you should stand next to your job. And I should be able to just push you right into the minecart. And off to the trading hall you go, sir. Oh, no, I didn't trade. I didn't do the trade with him. Well, hopefully he doesn't pick up another trade on his way. Otherwise, we're going to have to find out what block it is and break that. Oh, it looks like he's still holding the cleric job so far. So let's fly on over there and get some rotting flesh that we can trade with him right away. So that way he doesn't turn into another villager. And he should be right here. And he's still a cleric. Let's go. We'll just meet him on over here in our new little alchemy section, do a trade with him, and then we can go back and grab the other guy. All right, we got one locked in now, and we just got to go back, make the change on the last villager there, turn him into a cleric, lock in the trade this time before we send him off, and we will have our 2 clerics ready to go up here in the alchemy section of the storage building. You have 2 options, sir. Alchemy or alchemy. Come on, will you take the job, please? Maybe just give you a little turn. There we go. We got our next cleric. Trade with him so he's locked in. Move the brewing stand over here, and then just place down our minecart. We should be able to break this. He'll walk over to his job, and we can... Hey, walk to your job. Hey, sir. Thank you. And push him right on into the minecart. And now we have cleric number 2 heading over to the storage building. Leave a comment down below and help me name these 2 clerics up here in the storage building. I'd love for you guys to have the ability to kind of put your own little stamp here on the Sidetrack series. So if you want to leave a name suggestion down in the comments for our 2 clerics here, feel free to do that, and we will pick one of those in our next episode. But let's head on over to the storage building and let's show these guys around their new home. Well, we have our 2 clerics hanging out up here in the storage building. They seem to be a little nervous to take a look around their new home, but maybe they're just overwhelmed with how nice it is compared to where they were living before. And hopefully they warm up a little bit and start working around this area. But I'm super happy with how this is coming so far, like I said, but we still have a few more little details that we need to do. So what do you guys say we jump into another short time lapse here? I'm going to knock out some of these final details, and we'll be back to talk about the final build here. Before we jump into this time lapse, I think I found one little thing that we are going to have to fix, and that might be these little flower baskets here, because I think these guys are going to be getting stuck here in the trapdoors. But I did go through and remove the slabs out from in front of there. Oh God, we got another one stuck over here. We're definitely gonna have to make a change there, but that's just something you learn as you're doing builds and bringing villagers into them and learning kind of how they pathfind around the different areas. I know these are trapdoors, so they're gonna get trapped on trapdoors, but we'll just have to make that little adjustment. But I did take out the slabs in front of their workstations, and then they did start walking around the area here more. So I think we're going to leave those out. That way they can easily walk up and access their job stations. But what do you guys say? Let's jump in to doing this time lapse. Well, the alchemy station is officially done here in the storage building, and I couldn't be more happy with how it turned out. We used a bunch of armor stands and mini blocks to display items around here, so it looks like these 2 clerics are busy here at work. We built these little bubble columns. I'm not really sure what their function is going to be. You can use your imagination, but you know, they're doing their magical stuff over here. So I figured this would really help add a little bit of animation and aesthetic to the area over here. And you guys can use your imagination as to what those little vats would be doing for our clerics over here. We added a bunch of chains and lights hanging from the ceiling to help add to that magical vibe, as well as one of these flowers. I can't ever remember what these are called, but we also used one of the amethyst blocks. Like, that's kind of giving a little bit more of the magical powers here for our 2 clerics. So I couldn't be happier with how this turned out, but I would love to hear from you guys. Which station is your favorite so far? Our alchemy station over here that we just built, or the armory station that we built this week on Twitch? I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. And let me know why you chose the one you choose, the armory station or the alchemy station. What was your favorite part of that build? But I think that is going to do it here for episode 18 of the Sidetrack series. If you have made it this far into the episode, I appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys could hit that like, subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the things going on here on the Sidetrack series. And we will see you guys in the next episode.